Professor Ogechukwu Francesca Amadi, a consultant pediatrician and the current chairman medical advisory committee of ESUT Teaching Hospital.
That's SIMA.
SIMA. There are a lot of buildings that are going on at the same time in ESUT Teaching Hospital Parklane.
Okay.
The one just behind me is the laboratory support service complex. It's a complex. When it's finished, all the laboratory services, pharmacy, radiological services, they will all be contained here. You know, all these services have been going on at the lowest level in Parklane right now because of space challenge. Right now, by the time this particular building is finished, we will now begin to offer such services at tertiary level, not at the current level. Thanks to His Excellency, we will now actually find our feet and pride of place as a tertiary institution, ESUT Teaching Hospital Parklane. The one is a two-winged complex.
Okay.
So one part, the laboratory services will be in one. The other support services like the pharmacy, the radiological services. And underneath that, you see all those places will be parking lot.
Wow. Okay.
The hospital is space challenged.
Yes.
Space challenged because of the number of staff, number of patients, and other visitors that are coming. So we had to innovate to be able to find a way to keep giving the services we're giving while allowing both the patients, the staff, and their relations to still find, be comfortable in our space challenged environment. Building that is almost near completion at the gate. That is the triage area. Triage is where, when a patient comes in emergency, you are able to sort out the patient within 30-45 minutes. You say, this is a surgical emergency, this is a medical emergency, this is a case that can go and come back the next day. So that is what the triage. And even with the triage at that triage area, you also have all these support services still at that triage area. And still housing that place is a complex where doctors who are waiting to take patients to theater, because a case may be said to require surgery. The doctors are ready, but the patients will be waiting for maybe one thing or the other. So somewhere they will keep the doctors waiting until the patients are ready for surgery. That is what the triage area with an office complex. There is another at the back of the institution. That one is for the College of Nursing Sciences.
Another building?
Yes, there's another building. Just like this, ongoing.
So how long has this building been?
6 to 8 months, not up to a year.
So we understand that it's a system building?
Yes, the 6th floor. Yes.
Okay.
It's 6th floor.
The triage is also a story.
Yeah, they're still building.
They are still building. Yes.
So how do you rate this?
Kai. It's like, hey, what will I say? It's the difference is clear. We didn't have a triage area. That was done within 4 months, 6 months of his coming in. This triage area, all national postgraduate medical colleges, when they come, they'll say, Parklane doesn't have a triage area. Triage area is something that is fundamental for emergency services. And because of the pertinence, the relevance, the importance of the triage area, you had to do it. Important. Look at, by the time these buildings, the structures are finished, we won't say we don't have any investigative service that we cannot render in ESUT Teaching Hospital. There are some we want. We have manpower to do. But because of space, now the space challenge has been sorted out with this. Now, upon that, somehow, we used to, in ESUT Teaching Hospital Parklane, lose our staff, medical doctors, because there's something that you do to retain doctors in service, the Medical Residency Training Fund. Federal institutions have been paying it for years, and because of it, doctors come in, they stay a few months, years. Immediately there's an opening in the federal institution, they leave. But with this Medical Residency Training Fund, since Governor Peter Mbah came on board and he started paying it, we have not lost a doctor to tertiary, another tertiary institution. If the doctor is going, it means that the person is jackpotting, which I am sure that both the federal and state governments are sorting out with the Nigerian Medical Association. Now, we now have ambulances. We used to have one ambulance that everybody was trying to manage. Now we have ambulances moving patients in, moving patients out. You no longer will see a patient in ESUT Teaching Hospital being moved with private vehicle or with keke, just like it used to be. So our patients are given comfort immediately there. And then College of Nursing Sciences. College of Nursing Sciences, just shortly before His Excellency came in, there was a deadline to move all schools of nursing to colleges of nursing. Short deadline. It was as good as we had lost the school of nursing, because we didn't have, within 2-3 months, we moved from a school of nursing to a college of nursing sciences. And because of the infrastructure that he supported us with, the student registration, the number of students approved by both NUC and the nursing council moved from 50 to 240 pan Enugu State.
Okay, one more question.
Yes, before we started this building, we had water running everywhere because we were now connected to the state water board. We're still, some areas still have that connection, but places close to the construction site, some work, so that we will not be wasting water. So yes, still 60 to 80% of the hospital is still connected to the state water supply. We no longer have that. If not, if it was in the hinter years, you would have seen, while we're standing, you would have seen 1 or 2 tankers pass. Have you seen tankers pass here?
No.
You have a listening governor. Yeah. A listening, proactive governor. You bring something on the table, he looks at it. Is this something that has been approved? Is this something other institutions are doing? Is this something that will work for the welfare of the staff and indirectly for the patient? Immediately, he ticks on a lot of them. It's as good as done.
Thank you.